Mike, massive win. How good does that feel?
Yeah, I want the boys to enjoy that. We certainly are going to. So, I mean, mixed emotions because of the contrast of the halves again, but I can only just say the character and personality in the second half. I don't want to talk about anything that wasn't good, because there was things there, and I think that those things are obvious, and we need to nullify, we need to get rid of them in our game. But yeah, the spirit that got us through, and even after missing chances and then taking that blow, conceding, for us to come back and get the win was really enjoyable.
Feels like the reaction to going behind and coming back to win anyway might be as important as the 3 points today.
I think so, yeah. I think the lads obviously, been playing in situations, and they come out first half when we're really on the front foot. We created some good opportunities that we didn't take, and then obviously we get the goal, which was really good. And then our mission, our challenge to them is, right, we've got to keep those habits consistent and make sure we don't just step back emotionally because of the pressure building, and we did. But then, like you say, the recovery in the game was fantastic, and the fight and spirit in the end was brilliant to see.
We were very good in the second half, but we had to really dig in the first half. Sorry, we had to really dig in the second half. The lads have really had to show both sides of it.
Yeah, and obviously we spoke about half time, but I just think the circumstances we're in, we're so desperate on the pitch, but as much as we can, we've got to keep that composure and not concede territory unnecessary, and not allow them to get balls into our box unnecessary. And I think we put more strain than we needed to. But again, just the never die spirit that we saw, exactly what you alluded to, I think is as big as the win.
I'm sure you would have wanted us to have it sealed up in the second half, but a late goal does make it feel extra special. A bit of luck as well with the coming off the post and the save and whatever else happened. Felt really good.
I didn't actually see it because I was too busy looking at what changes we were going to make. So, yeah, listen, the emotion that it brings, and I've got to say the fans were sensational. And yeah, of course, we'd like to be sitting here and enjoy an afternoon 2-3-0 up. And if we took our chances, I think it could be that, and it could have been a bit more relaxing. But to do it in that manner, I think, yeah, was special.
Great for Keds to get a goal as well, exactly where you want him to be in the box.
Yes, he gets goals, Keds, and he understands it. It's the biggest jump in maturity I've ever seen. And that's not saying he was very immature when we had him at Gateshead, but how much he's come on in the time that he's been away, and now he's the one really drilling it into the boys because he understands it. He knows where everyone should be, and I thought, yeah, he played really well today.
The win gets us off the bottom of the table. The gap's down to 5 points. It should give everyone a real lift.
Hugely, yeah. And said in there, this has got to be the catalyst. So it wasn't pretty at times, and we've certainly got much more quality in us. But the result and the manner of it and this feeling, we've got to use that, and we've really got to use that to go into a tough Notts County game with all that confidence and belief. Tighten up tactically and mentally, but yeah, we've really got to use that as a springboard to move forward.
Paul Dummett had to come off really early on. What was the early diagnosis on him?
Just about his hamstring, unfortunately. I think it's just one of those unfortunate situations where, he was devastated last week of not being involved. He really did. He came in, he was saying, I feel like I've let the lads down, but that's how much he wants to come. He doesn't, he's not here just to make up numbers. And then, unfortunately today, that is football. But his experience in there, he was on the bench, he was talking to lads and getting us through it. I think his experience will still hold a lot of weight for us.
That meant he had to come on and play, I'm sure, longer than you would have liked, but he did really well. Yeah,
fantastic. Really embodied the performance, I thought. His quality in the first half was fantastic, his leadership in the second half, but just the nature to, we were told he shouldn't play more than 60 minutes. But he's one of them. He's on the front foot. He's been speaking to us every day, saying, I want to be in, and obviously we had to hold him back to not risk anything. But today he's come through, so yeah, he's just got to recover hard now.
Stephen Wearne missing. What was the problem with him?
Illness. I think a few of the lads, I think JJ was a little bit under the weather, Ethan a little bit under the weather, but can't do anything about it. But Wearne was, I think he got hit, so he's been away this week.
Expect him to be back for Tuesday?
I hope so.
Ethan back on the bench, good to have him back involved again.
Yeah, really strength and depth, experience. Again, somebody who adds real personality around the place, so really important. Obviously, the nature of only having to make an early sub with dummy wasn't ideal, which is unfortunate. But he's working hard, and hopefully we'll see him soon.
County on Tuesday need to keep this momentum now and turn it into a run.
Certainly do, yeah. We've got to build off the first half performance again. We've got to learn. We've got to use that as a catalyst, and that energy and the connection we felt with the fans. It's all just got to be a real foundation for us to jump up the table and move forward.
Just finally, you've already mentioned them, but the fans were fantastic. How important is that going forward?
Hugely. I think they could be the difference for us, because you could see the reaction when we went a goal behind, and then the energy that we got from them to get the lead again, and then to hold on to it. But then at the end, it was special, and obviously it's not the position we want to be in by any means, but moments like that are really important in football and in life, to really enjoy them. But we've got a tough game Tuesday, so it never rests.